Matt.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. I use that as a word of peace to everybody. We remember very well, my name is Uthman Itali. I actually am the president of African Heritage International, based in Boston, Massachusetts. I would like to thank the organizers, ISNA, and their interfaith organization. My question goes to the scholars or teachers. As a teacher by profession, I see that we have a challenge. Much as these people did this horrible act of banning the Quran, which is a very clear book, that this is a book which is universal, teaching everybody like discipline and values. So how are we going to help our students in schools where we have so many challenges, as you know very well, that we have had issues like all cases where students have hanged themselves because of they're being attacked by fellow students. So as religious leaders, I would like to request to what programs have we put in place to address this, especially in public schools. Thank you.
We did talk, so the question is about students. I think you mean Muslim students who are finding themselves stressed and anxious because of all of this this negative information and attacks on Muslims and Islam. And we know there have been a number of studies over the last number of years that have showed that American Muslim children have highly increased levels of anxiety, depression. There are scientific studies of this, and I'm sure this will increase it. So I think part of the message to the general public is we would like teachers, we would like counselors, healthcare workers, and others who interact with Muslim children who are in the vast majority in public schools to be mindful of that and to try to seek help from the Muslim community, from the interfaith community, for resources on how to manage some of the tensions that may arise in the class, as well as to help the children. You know, it's a pastoral issue. It's a mental health issue. It is, of course, those in counterterrorism would say it's a security issue, because you don't want the majority of the Muslim youth to be alienated from Muslim society. But let me just say, and to direct this to the Muslims around the world who may be listening to this, again, the issue of the Quran burning, yes, it's hurtful. It is a symbolic act that's intended to hurt and offend. Yet, especially during this holy month of Ramadan that we're just finishing, Muslims know that the Quran will not disappear with the burning of a book. It wouldn't disappear with the burning of all of the Qurans in the world, because millions of Muslims across the world have memorized the Quran. They have it in their heart. They live it every day. They refer to it as their source of ethics and compassion. So we as Muslims also need to take a step back, and although we feel hurt, although we're upset, and although we're alarmed by what this might mean, because book burning in history does not have a very good precedent for the rights of people's whose books are burned. I mean, a lot of terrible things have happened after book burnings. So it's alarming. But our community should feel confident that this is, you know, God's word is eternal, and it won't be harmed by fire.